going on, everybody out there? This is Popular Stranger, and we are back at you again today with another Madden 23 Ultimate Team video. In today's video, we're going to be going over the best quarterbacks right now in MUT 23 at every single budget. Now, if you guys enjoyed this video, if you like it, if it helps you out, make sure you go ahead and click that thumbs up button. Shows a lot of support on the channel, helps the videos get noticed. Also, if you're brand new here, you were searching on YouTube for MUT 23 content, whether it's how to make coins, how to get free players, how to build your ultimate team, you found the right channel for everything. Stay a while, click that subscribe button, turn that notification bell on as well so you guys are alerted when we drop additional videos. Let's get right on into it. So I'm excited about this series. It's something I thought of a couple weeks ago, and I was going to try it over on my second channel, but I think it's something that my main channel would probably appreciate, the audience, you that are watching. So what we're going to do, and I do want to cover multiple positions here. Today we got quarterbacks. Every time I'm streaming, I get a question like, I got this amount of coins, what quarterback should I buy? I have this amount of coins, what running back should I buy? So I decided to make a video series where we go through like each budget and give you the best player at that budget, and we'll go position by position. What I need you to do, and I know I ask you guys every single video to smash the like button. If you really want to see this series continued, I need to know that you guys are enjoying it, that you want to see it, and that you're going to support it. Smash the like button on this video. If I see a lot of support, a lot of views, etc., then we'll continue to put out videos at other positions. So let's jump on into it. We're going to go about 50,000 coin denominations here, and we'll start out with a quarterback under 50K. The best one, in my opinion, is going to be Gridiron Guardians, Justin Herbert, and at the end of the day, it's 50,000 coins. The quarterback is the most important position on your MUT team, so if you're only spending 50K on it, you're doing something wrong, and you're going to have to take away a little bit, right? Like at that budget, you're not going to get a ton, but Herbert, this card has 84 speed, 93 throw power. That's pretty good for a 91 overall card. The mid throw at 87 is not great, but the deep and short both at 90 is pretty good. As far as abilities go, and that's always going to play a big part in my decisions on recommending cards, he does get set feet lead for 2 AP. I think at this point in the game, it's pretty much necessary to either have pass lead elite or set feet lead, and he's going to get it for 2 AP. He also, in the other ability bucket, the last ability bucket, can get it for 3 AP, fearless, and he goes for only about 35K, so he's under that 50K budget. Now, under 100,000 coins is going to be Harvest RG3. I don't necessarily prefer scrambling or running quarterbacks in this year's game. I don't think they're really necessary, but this one is going to give you some good speed. So RG3 gives you 93 speed with 94 throw power. The short throw, which I think is the least important out of the 3 accuracies, is only 89, so we're not too worried about that. Where he is good is mid throw at 91, deep throw at 93, throw under pressure, throw on the run, play action, all very good. This card is only 85,000 coins, so he's going to be the best quarterback under 100K in my opinion. He can get in that second to last ability bucket either fearless or set feet lead for 2 AP. Me personally, again, I prefer set feet lead in this situation. I've played all year without fearless, and I feel like I've been okay, but I know a lot of pros recommend that ability, so I'm not mad if you use that there. And then in the last ability bucket, he also gets Gunslinger, so you can go like set feet lead and Gunslinger for 4 AP total on this card. The best quarterback under 150,000 coins is going to be Harvest Aaron Rodgers, and this is still like one of my top 5 quarterbacks in the game, especially if you factor in price. He's not going to beat you on the run, right? Only 78 speed, but as I mentioned a moment ago, pocket passers are definitely flourishing in this year's game. There's no escape artist ability anymore. They get contained a lot easier. If you try to sprint behind the line of scrimmage, the defensive line and offensive line pretty much auto-engage, and they're coming after you. So running is just not as big of a threat as it's been in years past. So the 78 speed we can live with. He gives you 94 throw power, short throw 90, mid 91, deep 90, throw under pressure 94, throw on the run 93, play action 90. Card is about 110K, so he's closer to our 100K budget than the 150, but I still definitely recommend him. And he gets really good abilities. So in that second to last bucket, you can either go with Fearless or Hot Route Master. Hot Route Master is good if your offense, if your scheme kind of relies on it. Mine does. I like the multiple hot routes. If you don't find that whatever you run on offense needs them, don't use Hot Route Master. If you don't find yourself using those additional hot routes, don't use it. Don't waste the AP. You can go with Fearless instead. Both of those are 2 AP, but they're both in that same bucket. And in the last bucket, the final ability bucket, it's going to give you set feet lead for 2 AP. So when I was using this card, I went with Hot Route Master and set feet lead for 4 AP in total. There was really only one quarterback in the game that was between like 150K and 200K, and it was Baker Mayfield's 95 overall card, which I just don't think that is good. So the card that I'm going to go with under 200K, and I would still prefer Aaron Rodgers over this one, is going to be Tua. His ghost card, 94 overall, is about 142K, so he actually meets that under 150 criteria, but he was the closest to 200 and the furthest away from 100K, and that's why we threw him in here. And it's not a terrible card. Again, I would just prefer Aaron Rodgers over this one. Tua is going to give you the speed. He's got 92 speed. I know a lot of people dislike left-handed quarterbacks, so you got to keep that in mind, but he gives you 94 throw power, short throw 93, mid 90, and deep 94, which is actually kind of hilarious. I'm not knocking Tua's deep ball, but it's just kind of funny that out of all the accuracies, that's what he gets. A 94 as the best rating out of those three, and throw power being 94. But again, I'm not slandering Tua. It's just funny because that's a knock on him. Throw under pressure, throw on the run, play action, all very good. He also gets pretty good abilities, but they're going to cost a little bit more, and that's why I would personally stay away from this one. So in that second to last ability bucket, he either gets Gunslinger for 1 AP, which is good, or Hot Route Master for 2 AP, which is also good if you need it. In the last ability bucket, he's going to get Fearless if you want it, and that's going to be 2 AP. The problem is if you want set feet lead, and I highly recommend that, it's 3 AP. And, you know, he gets Gunslinger for 1 AP, but that only speeds up the throwing motion. It doesn't actually add velocity to the football, so you're still going to see, like, passes where you're trying to squeeze it into a tight window. That ball is still going to float without set feet lead, and that's why I continue to recommend it. So if you really wanted to have good abilities, you're looking at either Gunslinger and set feet lead for 4 AP total, or Hot Route Master and set feet lead for 5 AP on this card. The best quarterback under 250,000 coins, and he's barely above 200K, is going to be Drew Bledsoe, another ghost card here. He's sitting at about 203,000 coins on average across both consoles and PC. He actually gets Gunslinger for 0 AP, which is obviously really good. In that same bucket, he gets Hot Route Master for 1 AP, which is also good. So you got to make a decision, one or the other there. And then in the last ability bucket, he gets Fearless, which is a great discount, but there's no discount on set feet lead. And if you want to use set feet lead on this card, it's 4 AP. That's what kept me away from using him to begin with. But 87 speed, 96 throw power, that combination's really good. Short throw 97, mid 92, deep 93, throw under pressure, throw on the run, play action, all good. Very good attributes, but if I wanted to rock him the way I think you should probably, you know, set feet lead and Hot Route Master is going to be 5 AP, set feet lead and Fearless and Hot Route Master 6 AP, not bad. Or if you went with like set feet lead, Gunslinger, that's going to cost you 4 AP since Gunslinger is free. So that was like the biggest problem that I had with this card. And the same thing holds true for playoff Steve Young, who is going to be our best quarterback under 300K. I use this card, and from just a strictly attributes and on the field standpoint, very good. 91 speed, 96 throw power, short throw 94, mid 97, deep 93, throw under pressure on the run and play action, all very, very good on this card. It was just the ability stacks for me, and again, this is another one, if you don't like left-handed quarterbacks, you're probably going to want to stay away from it. But in that second to last ability bucket, he can either get Pass Lead Elite or Hot Route Master for 2 AP, and being that I need Hot Route Master, like I have to go with that one. So there's that ability bucket. If not, you can go Pass Lead Elite for 2 AP, and then in the next bucket, the last bucket, you can either go Gunslinger for 1 AP or Fearless for 1 AP, which are really good discounts. So I want to stop right there. If you don't need Hot Route Master, very good pickup, because Pass Lead Elite and Gunslinger for 3 total AP, and that's it. Definitely a good way to go. The problem is, if you want Hot Route Master, you can get it for 2 AP, but then you're going to have to go with set feet lead, and set feet lead on this card, like Drew Bledsoe, is 4 AP. So Gunslinger is going to help as well, and that was kind of the combination I went with to speed up his release, because Aaron Rodgers, Mark Brunell, and Jordan Love are the only 3 cards with that Slinger 1 release, and that by default usually makes them better than most of the choices. To go Gunslinger, set feet lead, and Hot Route Master, which was, you know, what I needed for my scheme, it cost 7 AP, and that's just too much out of a total of 12. But I gotta say, hey, to be a top tier quarterback, which I think he is, and a card that's literally only a week old, to get him for under 300k, he's about 266 on Xbox, 280 on PlayStation. To get him for that price, to have a player at the most important position for that cheap, is definitely a good one to go after and look into about picking up. Now let's move on to our best quarterback that's going to be under 400k, and I'm cheating a little bit here, I'll be honest, because Tom Brady on average is like right around, it's like 402 on PlayStation, 401 on Xbox, so we're going to round down and just say 400k. But the great thing about this card, even though he doesn't have that LTD branding on him, this is essentially an LTD. He quick sells for 350k, so even if you bought him at like 410 and then you got rid of him in a month, he's going to quick sell for 350. You're only spending 60k to rent this card, and I really think this is a top 3 quarterback in the game, mainly because of the ability. So he gives you 88 speed. It's a, it's an out of position technically Tom Brady card because he has the speed scrambler archetype. He can get the ball down the field, so 94 throw power, short throw 97, mid 90, deep throw accuracy being at 88 is the biggest problem with this card. You pretty much have to have some type of let it fly strategy item on this card to boost that deep accuracy, or if you can find another strategy item that boosts deep accuracy, you want to try to get that into the 90s. He is going to miss some throws downfield. You just kind of have to deal with it, but he's good more times than he's not. Throw under pressure, throw on the run, play action, all 97, but the ability stacks on this card. Number one, he comes pre-baked with Gunslinger, so that's automatically 0 AP, and it doesn't take up an ability bucket. So in that second to last bucket, you can either get Fearless for 3 AP or Hot Route Master for 2 AP, and then in the last bucket, you can get Set Feet Lead for 1 AP. So what I did with this card, and he's still my no money spent quarterback, is I went Gunslinger, Hot Route Master, and Set Feet Lead, and for those 3 abilities, it only costs 3 ability points in total. That's an absolute steal. Leaving you with 9 more AP to build your offense with is absolute money. So when you factor in that, plus the price, plus the fact that he quick sells back for 350k, if you can't sell him on the auction house, if you factored in all of those things, this could be the number 1 quarterback in the game. I know it's crazy to say, but you see a lot of pros, or you saw a lot of pros running it during the Ultimate Wildcard event and even the Last Chance qualifiers this weekend. He's been used by the pros and the really good Madden players for a reason. And then we end the video with our best quarterback under 500k, which is going to be Lamar Jackson, the AKA new class card. This is a brand new one, literally just came out this week. 96 speed, 96 throw power, short throw and deep throw 94, mid 95, throw under pressure, throw on the run 94, play action 97. And with all of these AKA cards, they have some really interesting abilities. By the way, this Lamar, without powering him up, is 492 on Xbox, 475 on PlayStation. If you do the set, it's probably going to cost you right around the same amount, but you're going to want to do the set so you get that 93 back in return so you can power him up, because if you power him up, you're going to get good discounted abilities. In that second to last bucket, he can get Set Feet Lead for 2 AP, and in the last bucket, he can either get Fearless if you like to run a lot for 1 AP. I'm sorry, not Fearless, Fast Break if you like to run a lot with your quarterback for 1 AP. Fearless is also 1 AP, or Hot Route Master for 2 AP. Also, he can get Gunslinger for 3 AP. It's not at a discount, but if you went Set Feet Lead, Hot Route Master, and Gunslinger, it's kind of like Steve Young. He's going to be really good, really fast, give you a lot of things on the field, but you're looking at 7 AP total. If you don't need Hot Route Master, you can go like Gunslinger and Set Feet Lead, and that would be 5 AP. That's not a bad idea, and you could add in Fearless there for 1 more AP and be good to go. And that's it. Those are the best quarterbacks at every single budget. Without a doubt, the best quarterbacks in the game are going to be John Elway and Mark Brunell, but they're both over 1 million coins still, and we're just looking for guys under 500k, and that's kind of what we're going to keep the theme at for this video series going forward. So don't forget, if you enjoyed it, if you liked it, if you found it helpful, make sure you smash that thumbs up button, and thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Popular Stranger. I'm out. Peace.